The translation from Chinese to English is, Lin Feng decided to head to the virtual battle chamber, taking his first step at Myriad Academy. How will his path of martial arts unfold? In the car, Lin Feng and the orange-haired man sat in the back row. The orange-haired man introduced himself. Pal, let's get to know each other. My name is Zhang Qiji, and I'm a grade 4 professional martial artist. We'll be classmates in the future, Lin Feng said indifferently. Lin Feng? No grade. No grade? Are you kidding me? You're in the Myriad Academy. How can you have no grade? Zhang Qiji's eyes widened. He clearly didn't quite believe it. Lin Feng shook his head and said, I do have no grade. As I didn't participate in the grade placement assessment, I don't even have a professional martial artist certificate now. Zhang Qiji was slightly stunned when he heard this, but then his expression turned serious. He nodded heavily and said, I see. Pal, you must be the kind of genius who focuses on martial arts and isn't moved by external influences. The way you smashed my sports car with a punch just now was really cool. You definitely have the strength of a high-level martial artist. It's just that the exact grade isn't known yet. But no matter what, you should still be an expert. An expert? Ha! The last thing I want to do is go to Myriad Academy. I can spend all the money I want and flirt with all the girls I want outside. Why would I want to suffer in Myriad Academy? But my old man wouldn't allow it, and insists on sending me to Myriad Academy. Originally, I was worried that there would be trouble after entering the Myriad Academy, but with an expert like you around, it should be very safe. Lin Feng, can I call you Brother Feng? You can protect me in the academy. Outside the academy, you can play whatever you want in Delta. Ha! I'm the standard local top dog. Lin Feng was a little speechless. Zhang Qiji seemed like a standard profligate scion or rich heir. The opportunity to enter the Myriad Academy was envied by countless, yet he disdained it. However, Zhang Qiji was straightforward and easygoing. He did not annoy Lin Feng, so Lin Feng only smiled and said, since you are the local top dog, you have to introduce Myriad Academy to me. Sure, no problem. However, we will be arriving at Myriad Academy soon. After entering the academy, I will give you a detailed introduction. Although I have never entered the Myriad Academy before, there's nothing going on in there that I'm unaware of. I have done my homework. Soon, the car stopped. Lin Feng and Zhang Qiji alighted and saw a huge statue at first glance. This statue was over 20 meters tall. It was a bronze statue of a middle-aged man raising a single fist towards the sky, filled with a domineering aura. Even Lin Feng was stunned by the aura of this bronze statue. Even Zhang Qiji, who had always been a chatterbox, shut his mouth. He could only introduce in a low voice, Brother Feng, are you shocked? This is the founder of Myriad Academy, one of the 9 sages of the world, the Invincible Fist Sage. Invincible Fist Sage. Lin Feng's expression turned solemn as well. Even though he did not practice martial arts, he had heard of the reputation of the Invincible Fist Sage. He was an undefeated expert who had risen through the mountains of corpses and seas of blood of countless dire beasts in the outland. He was the pinnacle existence among martial artists. Although there were many experts in the world, there were only 9 people who could be considered sages, and the Invincible Fist Sage was one of the best. Speaking of the Invincible Fist Sage, I heard that back when the Invincible Fist Sage was weak, he was also a rich playboy like me who muddled through life every day. Ha! Who would have thought that he would be so unstoppable once he rose to power, and that he would eventually become one of the 9 sages? Perhaps one day, I will also be enlightened and rise to power like the Invincible Fist Sage. Zhang Qiji stared at the bronze statue of the Invincible Fist Sage with a dopey smile on his face. The rise of every sage would be studied thoroughly by others, and countless people would find their own reflection in it. In fact, the 9 sages had already become the spiritual symbol of humanity, representing the fighting spirit of humanity. The Invincible Fist Sage was an important contributing factor to why Myriad Academy had such a strong position, and became one of the 3 top martial arts academies in the world. The 2 of them walked into the school, and following Zhang Qiji's lead, they went to the admissions office. The 2 of them had admission letters. After confirming their fingerprints and irises, their identities were confirmed and they received an identity card each. From then on, the two of them were students of the Myriad Academy. There weren't many people in the Myriad Academy, only a few hundred. However, it occupied an extremely large area. The two of them walked for a while but didn't see any students. Soon, they arrived at the dormitories according to the map. The dormitories of the Myriad Academy composed of standard single rooms. As long as one had an identity card, one could choose any room. Zhang Qiji and Lin Feng naturally chose adjacent dormitories. Are you very disappointed? Zhang Qiji winked and asked. Lin Feng nodded seriously. I'm a little disappointed. In Lin Feng's imagination, the Myriad Academy should be filled with experts and geniuses everywhere, bustling with noise and excitement. However, when he really came here, he could barely find a few people. Moreover, from the moment they entered the school until now, almost no one had come to receive them, as if the school did not value them at all. Furthermore, they did not even have the most basic course arrangements. They had to familiarize themselves with the school step by step. Zhang Qiji said with a smile, Brother Feng, this Myriad Academy is different from other academies. As long as you obtain an identity card, you are a member of the Myriad Academy. In fact, the Myriad Academy doesn't have any fixed courses. Occasionally, there will be some experts who have broken the genetic lock giving lectures. Students have to take the initiative to register for those and collect Academy points. By the way, Academy points can be exchanged with real currency, 1 million yuan for 1 point. Even the cheapest course requires 1 point for each lesson. In the Myriad Academy, money is everything. No matter what you do, you need money. Of course, this is about points, but it's actually money. What's the difference? There are no fixed courses here, so naturally, there are no mentors. If you want a mentor to teach you, no problem. Use points. If you want to practice advanced martial arts, no problem. Buy them with points. In short, in the Myriad Academy, with money, you can do anything. Practicing martial arts will yield twice the results with half the effort. If you don't have money, it will be difficult to do anything. Not to mention that those without money wouldn't have entered the Myriad Academy. After all, the registration fee alone costs 1 billion. Hearing Zhang Qiji's words, Lin Feng was practically dumbfounded. This Myriad Academy was completely laissez-faire in cultivating talents. Everything depended on oneself. The martial arts, mentors, equipment, resources, and so on that a martial artist needed were all available in the Myriad Academy. However, the prerequisite to everything was money. According to what Zhang Qiji had said, the 11 million Lin Feng had currently could only be traded for 11 points in the Myriad Academy. Where did you learn all this from? I've heard people talk about the Myriad Academy before. Therefore, those who are just idling here will idle their days away, and those who can work hard to stand out can also stand out. However, both spend a lot of money. TSK. I've seen people doing business before, but I've never seen a business on par with the Myriad Academy, which is extremely profitable with a small capital, and has countless people fighting to give their money away. Oh right, if you want to know in detail, use your identity card to enter the campus network. There's a new student's guide on it. It'll give you a rough understanding of the situation at Myriad Academy. After saying that, Zhang Qiji lay on Lin Feng's bed in boredom and squinted his eyes. There was no way to tell what he was thinking. Lin Feng hurriedly used his identity card to log into the virtual network. Soon, he entered the campus network. The campus network was very comprehensive. It was divided into different categories, and even had courses uploaded on it. For example, tomorrow, there would be a lecture by an expert who had broken the genetic lock. The lecturer's detailed information was on it. If one wanted to attend the lecture, one had to buy this course in advance and pay 1 point. Other than these, there were also places to purchase martial arts, martial techniques, and some weapons. Lin Feng took a cursory glance and was immediately dumbfounded. Basically, all of these martial techniques cost more than 10 points. Some even cost tens or hundreds of points. Of course, Lin Feng did not even look at martial arts that cost too many points. He would look at them in the future if he had time. There was also the campus forum. It was filled with discussions between the students of the Myriad Academy. However, most of the topics were about the influential figures of the school. For example, what kind of mission did a certain person do? How many points did they get? Who cleared the virtual battle chamber and obtained a good ranking? And so on. Although the topics were messy and dazzling, Lin Feng searched through the forums one by one, gaining a deeper understanding of the Myriad Academy. It turned out that not all the students of the Myriad Academy used money to exchange for points. They could also accept missions to earn points. However, there was a limit on power level for these missions. This power level was the ranking in the virtual battle chamber. The higher the ranking, the easier it would be to accept missions and earn more points. Lin Feng only got a rough idea and did not really intend to take on missions. He had just arrived at the Myriad Academy, and it was not the time to take on missions yet. He had to first understand the Myriad Academy and make his own development plan. Right now, I must first understand my own strength. The virtual battle chamber seems to be a pretty good place. It won't be life-threatening, and I can fully utilize my strength. I can also accurately determine my strength level. If my ranking is good, it will also be helpful in accepting missions in the future. Lin Feng immediately decided to head to the virtual battle chamber. Zhang Qiji saw that Lin Feng had learned enough. He immediately stood up and said, "Brother Feng, we have just arrived at the Myriad Academy. Want to go out and have some fun?" "No need. I want to go to the virtual battle chamber first." Virtual battle chamber. That's the favorite of those obsessive martial artists. TSK. I knew the first place you'll go to after arriving at Myriad Academy will definitely be the virtual battle chamber. All right, I'll give it a try too. I hope my ranking won't be the last. Lin Feng did not expect Zhang Qiji to be interested in the virtual battle chamber too. Actually, this was very understandable. The virtual battle chamber was not a simple system but the latest technology. It was considered a top-secret technology. No matter how powerful or rich a tycoon was, it was impossible for them to own the system. This kind of system, that was completely virtual but had real sensations, was something that Zhang Qiji had wanted to experience for a long time. Thus, the two of them immediately left the dormitory and headed for the virtual battle chamber.